Niggas spite is how I made it, now they write me in as favorite. I'm the light within the matrix, might not like it but they take it. This the hype behind the greatness. I want a bag for the shit that I'm doing. I'm pulling up, grabbing a spliff and I'm coolin'. I'm after the cash and these bitches and units. I do them like cameras, I'm clicking and shooting. It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in either before or after this video. You probably saw a little clip from a music video that I just dropped on Friday, which might be today. I don't know when this video is gonna go live, but you should check it out. There's a link down in the description. I know Taylor Swift makes completely different music than me, so there's really no reason why you'd wanna go check it out because you're probably not a fan of that kind of music, but you probably should still just do that. Just, show me a little bit of love. Come on now. Fortnight, Post Malone, Taylor Swift. This isn't the Fortnite that some of you kids be playing though, which I used to play myself, but that shit's a whole different game now. Anyways, I'm just chatting at this point. Let's dive in. Let's see what Taylor's up to.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason.
Expect that. Did he say your wife bought us flowers? I want to kill her. I wasn't ready for that. Now, as far as some of these lyrics, I don't know, is this a real story from Taylor Swift, like something very personal to her, as far as like the whole I was a functioning alcoholic? Is that something that she's actually gone through, or is this more so like a story track? Because as an artist, like sometimes you do put yourself in your songs. You talk about your own personal life and things that you've gone through. Sometimes you talk about those people around you without naming names, or you kind of put yourself in their shoes and tell the story of them as if it was you, which I've done before. I did a song called Heroin High where, I've never done heroin, but I've known people that have and people that I was relatively close to at one point. And I kind of just like described what it seemed like the situation was, but from their perspective, so to speak. And then other times you just kind of put a story together because you know it's something that a lot of people out there can relate to, and you want to give them something that maybe they can connect with, so to speak. So I don't know which one this is from her, so you guys can let me know. I don't know if it's something that she's actually dealt with, but if so, shout out to her if she's gone through it, because being an alcoholic is definitely, it's not an easy thing to put down. I've never gone through it. I've never really been big on alcohol. I just smoked an insane amount of weed, which I have stopped for over a year now, so I'm proud of myself for that. But being an alcoholic, pills, like all those kind of things, it's a different level of difficulty to try to overcome.
You sometimes ask about the weather, now you're in my backyard. Turn into good neighbors, your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her. All my mornings are Mondays, stuck in an endless February. I took the miracle move on drug, the effects were temporary, and I love you, it's ruining my life.
When she says I took the temporary move on drug, but its effects were only, what did she say? Something like that, but the effects were only temporary. Is she talking about alcohol again? Because that would make sense, right? Like usually when someone goes through a hard breakup or just anything difficult like that, or you're having a rough time with your like sometimes people just turn to alcohol because it lowers your inhibition, right? Like it raises your I don't give a F, mentality, which is a lot of times what someone just feels like they need. It's just you're going through so much emotionally and you're like, you know what? I just need to not give a shit for a little while. And if I drink enough alcohol, I'm not going to give a shit for a while. It's not going to last forever, but at least for right now, I can just kind of function. I mean, not function because you're drunk, but function mentally and kind of, not be so stuck on that one topic. And it's a real thing. And I can understand why people turn to that, especially in situations like, breakups or, losses in the family or friends or stuff like that, because it's the one surefire way to really not give a shit to an extent. Now, some people become emotionally drunk and they get drunk and they just pours out, but it still feels like it's easier to deal with though at the same time.
Miracle, move on.
Move on drug. Okay.
effects were temporary, and I love you. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. But I touched you, and for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you. Sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her. And for a fortnight there we were, together running to you. Sometimes comment on my sweater. Now you're at the mailbox, turned into good neighbors. My husband is cheating. I wanna kill him. I love you. It's ruining my life.
She says about hold up. The husband cheating? She's I want to kill him. Now that's a different I can see that emotion.
Into good neighbors. My husband is cheating. I wanna kill him. I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. I touched you. I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. I touched you. I touched you. But you won't pick up another fortnight lost in America. Moved to Florida, buy the car you want, but it won't start up till you touch, let it water. But you won't pick up another fortnight lost in America. Moved to Florida, buy the car you want, but it won't start up till I touch you.
Ooh, okay, that was beautiful. The Tortured Poets Department. Is that like an album or something like this? I'm not super familiar. I'm just starting to get put on to Taylor Swift. We checked out some of her older songs, and we still have more to go, and they were unbelievably good. So I figured, this new seemed to just pop up. I figured we should definitely dive into it. I thought we were gonna get more from Post Malone, but it worked out well. Like he had that little kind of bridge part right there towards the end, but he also was kind of layering some of her vocals throughout it, which added quite a bit. Like he's got a pretty dope voice. For the longest time, I thought Post Malone was a rapper. I'd never heard him. Just his look, I'm like, oh, he's a rapper. And then come to find out that he just sings and he does very well. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Taylor Swift. This was a nice song. It was a little vibe. I enjoyed what was being talked about, kind of a little story to an extent. But I always ask if this is something they've been through, if this is a personal experience, or if it's more so just a song, or sometimes people will know that it's about people around them, but it's not always apparent. So just wondering, because I figured you guys know a lot more than I do, and I appreciate you guys for stopping in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys also decided to click that link down below and checked out my music video, even though it's vastly different from a Taylor Swift song, and it's probably not something that you're interested in. I still appreciate those of you guys that gave it a shot. So take it easy, stay safe. Let me know what else you guys want me to check out, older songs as well, because I'm still very, very new to Taylor Swift. Obviously, I've known of her and her crazy, what do I want to say? I was gonna say rise to fame. I don't know if that's like really accurate to what I wanted to really put out, but just basically, I just know that she's been running shit for quite a while now. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So take it easy, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.